are live. NashvilleLou Live is back on the air. Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. You can get in with exclamation point play to get in for the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. But first things first, been playing a lot of Twitchy Tides here live on stream over the past week. Had some neck issues yesterday, so I didn't have a Monday stream, but that might have been for the best as it turned out. So we had 97 different winners over the course of those 4 games. Had so much fun trying it with some different time slots. And many thanks to Sensei Bullrog, who gave me some Faded Monsuda packs to give away a few weeks back, I think it was. Anyway, so I wanted to wait until it was the right time, until everything was good to go with that, as far as getting the maximum value out of it. I think we did 97 different games. So we've got 3 different Faded Monsuda packs to give away to start the show here for Tides Tuesday. We'll get that first game going here not too long from now. We got 8 people in. Exclamation point play will get you in. Make that 9 in now. So we're going to have 3 different Wheel of Names wheel spins here. We're going to try this a little different. So we'll see how this works. So we're going to go, you know what? Okay, I'm showing you there's the red you can see there. There's what the green looks. I don't think I resized it properly. Did I run out of time on that? Is that what happened? No? Okay. I was having to work to get the blue to work properly, but I think we got it in the end. Or if not, it'll have to suffice. So this is a list of 97 different winners over the course of 4 of the free roll. That's the different kind of game. Free form. It's more like kind of thing along the lines of radio. So we're going to have 3 wheel spins to start things off. The 97 different winners. We'll find out here right now who's going to get these packs, and then soon enough after that, we'll get to the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Got 3 hours with me here with Tides Tuesday. Then we're going to have the debut of Cartman Bra. That'll be at 1 a.m. Eastern. We'll do a raid over to Cartman. Looking forward to that. Trying to line up something for Friday with Warsaken Blitz to play against Cartman. Whether it's a live on live, or I think just one of us being live would work better for a number of reasons. But that's to be determined to get figured out. But that's what we're aiming for Friday of this week. And then back next week, of course, Tides Tuesday. And who knows what else between now and then. So let me get to these little wheel spins. First of all here, this drawing 97 different winners. I'll go through and shuffle it a few more times. Hoping this works. Some of this is a little bit primitive as far as the approach of the overlays. But I was like, I need something that will function and work for me now. This is the first of 3 of the drawings we're going to have. Greetings and welcome, everybody. The first of these 3 for the Faded Monsuda packs. The first one, the Shatter and Crumble, is the green. Which one the blue, though? I need to get the green one up there first. There we go. So the green packs we're going to start with here. Shatter and Crumble. I think the only way to get in on this drawing was to win. I was in all 97 of those games, I might add. I didn't win a single one. It was really something. But plenty of other winners. That's actually great. I mean, if I win, the prize goes to second place anyway, so that's the idea. All right, so let's do this, and then we'll get this first Twitchy Tides game started here soon. We're already past we got 10 in. That's the minimum to have a game that counts. We got 3 hours with you tonight. The Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou. I think I didn't update the title properly as far as the episode number. I'll adjust that here in a minute. You know the show. You know you're live. So this is the first one right here. Make sure that I see what you're seeing. That's green right there. This is the Shatter and Crumble pack. Faded Monsuda. Good luck. This is not the easiest thing to read on screen, but I'll show you the winning name real nice and big like. Jeff 0079. So that was the third. I had 4 of those freeform shows. And so this one goes to Jeff 0079. Pull this down so I can see. Oh, did I get covered up? Oh, it covered up the... Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. How did I get that where that wasn't covered up? The stream alert box should be on top at all times. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid, MJ. There we go. Finally get the thing to pop up there. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live. You can get in for the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast with exclamation point play. In the process of giving away 3 Faded Monsuda packs. Remember, I had those free-form games you might have seen over the past week. Let me do a shout-out for MJ if it'll let me do this. Sometimes this interface, as far as Twitch goes and OBS Studio doesn't want to cooperate. And then sometimes the shout-outs want to do their own thing. Did the shout-out work? Did it not work? Or did I not have the channel name in there properly? Did I botch it? Let's try this again. Welcome to NashvilleLou Live and Twitchy Tides. So Jeff 0079 got the first win as far as those 3 Faded Monsuda packs. Giving away from people that won playing Twitchy Tides freeform. So let's try again. Shout out. I copy and paste. Make sure I have the proper name to shout out here. It's not botch that. All right, there we go. Thank you for the raid. If you don't follow MJ Owns You, you should do so immediately. MJ puts on some great shows. Wonderful member of the Twitchy Tides community. Great part of the Tides, too. Is very nice having MJ as my lead-in. So many thanks for that. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll remove Jeff, who got the win on that first of 3 of these Faded Monsuda packs are given away. And many thanks to Sensei Bullrock, who gave them to me to give away here on stream. All right, so now we'll draw the second of 3. We'll get to this Twitchy Tides game. We got how many? 23 in there already. So we're gonna get that as soon as we can. But I want to get these drawings out of the way. People play Twitchy Tides at some weird hours, at least for me, weird hours. Trying to format out the game out in different time slots, see what's going to work. So now we got this Bongs and Zongs pack from Twitchy Tides. So now it's and some people have multiple entries. You could have multiple winners. We'll see. Shuffle it up a few times. So this is the second of 3 Faded Monsuda packs. NashvilleLou Live. We'll get that first Twitchy Tides game started here before too long. We're going to give some Twitchy Tides packs away later in the broadcast. And it's Nadu 6. Episode 3, the 15th to win. It's very much in order, because otherwise trying to keep track of 97 different names would be a bit much. So congratulations to Nadu 6, who wins. There's the blue pack. Maybe I don't want to botch the names of prizes. Nadu 6 gets one. That's the Joints and Flour is the blue one. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and do this. We'll remove Nadu's entry there. Shuffle it up real big here for this last one. So this is the third. This is the Bongs and Zongs, the red pack right there. Again, many thanks to Sensei Bullrog for providing these packs. Just like many thanks to Pop Paragon for providing those Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 packs. Can't even buy those anymore. Not directly, anyway. But we're going to have some to give away here later on in the broadcast. All right, let's go and get this third and final. I'll give it some shuffles, give it a few more. This is to find out who's going to win this third pack. These are people that earned this by winning Twitchy Tides free-form games here live on my stream. And it's going to be Silent One. So that's from the second episode, the 28th game of the episode. And so Silent One gets the win. Or is that Bongs and Zongs? Those are 3 Faded Monsuda packs. Those will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of this broadcast. I X out on this. I hope it doesn't make the screen go weird. We'll see. We're live. All right. So congratulations to the winners. And many thanks to Sensei Bullrog. We're providing those packs to give away Faded Monsuda. They've got a tournament going on right now. Once they get to the point of having automation going and I can figure out how to make this something where I can present it in a fun way here on stream, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. All right. So it's Twitchy Tides Tuesday. See the streamer lineup. See Cartman Bra debuting 1 a.m. Eastern. We're going to do a raid over there. It means 3 hours I've got with you here. Bring this slate. They've got 26 players in. So last call for this opening game of the broadcast. Make sure I get in with exclamation mark play. You'll notice at times you'll be prompted to prove you're not a bot. I was going to try messing around a bit with the keyword is what I would use. Command is what the exclamation mark, and then what they call the command is the code to get in, essentially. But now they've got this that they've been testing with the bot or anti-bot measure that's in place. They may confirm that you're there, maybe a specific word that you'll have to reply to in chat. Anyway, it's for the best. Let me get in with... I'll use the Apocalypse fish. It's just a 29. We need to do a couple of things here real fast. Try not to get out of order when it comes to some of the technical stuff. I get ahead of myself at times. Like, I want to keep that pace and going. Go, go, go. Then when I need to slow up to double check something, like, I want to make sure everybody knows that it's exclamation mark play will get you in. Even if you don't have a Wax wallet, even if you're brand new to this, you're like, I don't know what this is all about, Lou. You can play for fun. It'll give you a fish just to use for fun in game. But of course, if you have a Wax wallet, you got all sorts of options as far as the fish. You can set your Twitchy team. 5 different fish. You can set numbers 1 through 5 and then switch it out from... See what you say here, OG Daddy, about your Twitch gone crazy. Not showing up as... I'm not sure what's going on with that. Twitch is always, just like anything else, just like with Twitchy Tides, always trying new stuff. At least you're not trying to continually prompt people to clip things. That can be a little bit over the top. Like, how can I opt out of this? I mean, I love the idea of having people clip stuff. Clips, I value clips, I think, more than most people do here. And I have for a long time. Once I saw one on like 6 years ago that somebody clipped for my Fire Pro Wrestling world that really took off. Like, okay, well, maybe there's some potential with this. But more than anything, to have that, and been trying to upload a few older clips to TikTok. That platform continues to flummox me. They're not going to tell you for sure how many you can upload in a day before they'll start throttling. You just have to guess that. All right, we got 32 in. So used to using this streaming computer with a browser source. With this episode here, with Tides Tuesday, I used a big computer, my gaming computer. So this is the one over here. So let me go through this list of participants before we get this first game started. I'll let everybody know the winner for this game gets a Forsaken camo card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. My collection on Wax. Give you a boost in the game meta battling. All right, so we got Notorious Ninja, Jeff 0079, one of those winners of those Faded Monsuda packs. Dado6, Soul the Cat is here. Get that rainbow catfish in there. Cartman Bra is going to be following me. 1 a.m. Eastern, we're doing a raid over there. Cartman Bra makes the debut here with Tides Tuesday. From there, SDME123, Fawny T, Liquid Chill, Plantality, Autumn's Toys, Aegis 2017, Zach Bonifer, hello. We got Dave Ira, Winterfell, Jungle Banano, Jakey Jew, hello. OG Daddy, Hussein Muhammad, Crawling Moon, Hagwinch, Zarveen, Chucky, Random King, Terran Lore, Asteroid Eater, Pennybags Jr., Lord Zuku, Mancy, Bo Reddington, Flower, Slick Sheep, me, NashvilleLou with the Apocalypse Fish, Dr. D, we got Dr. Doom, Sorrow NLB, War, 4JS, and Walk the Grid. 37 players in for this first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. If I happen to win, make that 38. MJ Owns You is in. Again, many thanks to MJ for that raid. We got 38 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. And this first game of my leg of it, this Tides Tuesday, gets started now. Good luck. We begin with 38. Oh, you know what? I've got this. May go through a little bit quicker as far as these enemies. I didn't go through and change the settings. I've been testing some of that with the Freeform show. I found I like it when it goes a little bit slower, but this is a bit more aggressive with the opponents here. Bringing the heat. And now Cartman Bra making it rain. Depth charge. Down to 22. It's Tides Tuesday here on NashvilleLou Live. And see, Soul the Cat, Cartman Bra, Dr. Doom all taken out. You see, It's very fast as far as some of these, though. But then from a pacing standpoint, I don't want to be too slow if we have a lot of people in. I want to be an inordinate long amount of time as far as the given game goes. Always that balance to it. With this wide array of different fish. If I missed anything in chat, please forgive me. It's tough for me to keep track. So much to... I get drawn into the game. Especially on the big TV. Some of these fish have these really powerful counterattacks. But now there's Big Worm with a hook, Terran Lure, and Hagwinch taken out. We're down to 16. There's a 3-hour block for you with Twitchy Tides and Tides Tuesday. 1 a.m. we're doing a raid over to Cartman Bra. Debuting with Tides Tuesday tonight. Now it's Debo the Shark. Again, no limit. The way this is set, I'm going to have to go through the settings after this first game concludes and maybe dial it back a bit. Although it's a lot different if you start a game with 10 players versus, say, 38 like we had here. It's Debo the Shark. Sit back the other way. But it has been very interesting to me to get the yum. Pink Palatian turned into a snack, apparently. We're down to 10, so it's a top 10 finish here. Leaderboard points for all 10 remaining fish. Who will be the winner? Debo chomping away. Sit back the other direction. Later this hour, we'll be giving away a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. Your chance to win's coming up. We're down to 7. The hook, we're down to 4. Zach Bonifer, Crawling Moon, Winterfell, and me, NashvilleLou. Last 4. Depth charge. See it there, that ominous blinking red. Gonna get Winterfell. We're down to 3. Zach Bonifer, Crawling Moon, and NashvilleLou. Pink Felicia takes out Zach Bonifer, takes out me. So congratulations, Crawling Moon. Or Clawing Moon. Crawling Moon gets the victory here. First game of the broadcast, so a Forsaken camo card, item from the NashvilleLou collection. From the top 10 finishers here. Oh, didn't mean to scroll down that far. The top 10 finishers get points on that battle for the monthly leaderboard. The better the finish, the more points you get. Crawling Moon gets the win here. Now, I do need to do the copy-paste thing, so keep track of this stuff. Especially for these. I'll bring the slate up for a moment while I copy this over. I don't think I set this up right. My excitement of getting those Faded Monsuda packs sent out. Actually, no, I did my due diligence. All right, so I was already ready to go with that. Good. It's a positive. All right, so congratulations. Crawling Moon gets the victory. Back open for our next Tides Tuesday. Twitchy Tides game. Exclamation point play. Get you in. That's wild. Crawling Moon says, your first #1 on another stream that's not your own. Well, I'd get the victory here live on stream on Tides Tuesday. Many thanks to Las Vegas Ape, who organizes this. And a note from when I was in college, I worked at WUEV Radio, 91.5 FM in Evansville. The University of Evansville, where my alma mater. They don't own that radio station anymore, but they did when I went there. It's part of why I went there. Roughly 2,500 students and a chance to be on air with a full-power FM radio station. I mean, that doesn't mean as much now, but in 1995, it was a draw. Update the title here. It's episode 8. Opposed to 7. I copied over from last week. Not the episode number matters, really, but I do my best to make archives of all the broadcasts that I do, because I go back and listen to them later. Includes a 7-hour one from the other day. But again, I've been testing out the format with that freeform show. Having a lot of fun with it. We've got 26 players in for this next game. And please note, for some of you, it happens by random as far as the way it works in the selection. But some people have to confirm that they're really there, so it's not just a bot or a script. That's why I've been more comfortable sticking with that exclamation point play. I like being able to just pin it in chat. I believe it's still pinned there. Yeah, okay, it is. I pinned it during the pre-show. I'm like, well, I'll type it again once the countdown's over, just in case somebody misses it. All right, so we got 28 players in. That's wild. Mom's Toys in. Got my stream for a couple hours, went to sleep, woke up, I was still streaming. Or were you talking about somebody else's stream? There's a lot of people who've been streaming, putting in a lot of hours with this. And it's fun. It's easy to stream. As I was talking about during a couple of those freeform episodes, when I'm streaming other games, I feel a certain obligation to make sure that they're entertaining. Like with The Sims 3, I enjoy that a lot, but I know there are some people that are sitting there waiting for that next Twitchy Tides game. So I make it a certain level of entertainment so as to not drive off people that might be just moderately interested. All right, so we had 29 players, and I already... My stream, okay. Yeah, there's a verification bot. It's making sure that somebody's really here, not just a script or... I don't know. That sort of stuff. There are people that are super smart with that. They're like, okay, I'll defer to your judgment on that as far as figuring it out. I'll get in this time with the Vape Ape. Las Vegas Ape. So we got 31 players in here. Let's go through this list of participants. Last chance to get into this next game with exclamation point play. Later this hour, I'll be giving away a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. Your chance to win's coming up. This next game, we got Fonny T, Jungle Banana, Nadu 6, Notorious Ninja, Cartman Bra. Cartman's going to be following me here, 1 a.m. Eastern, here on Tides Tuesday. I'm not going to be the last stop this time. Cartman's going to follow at 1 a.m. Eastern. From there, we got Crawling Moon, Hussein Muhammad, Chucky, DeBoer JS, Autumn's Toys, Ashik Shan, Winterfell. Trying to get this to move up the screen. Jackie Chu, Asar LB, OG Daddy, Liquid Chill, Flower, Mancy, Loire, Zach Bonifer, that Scuba Woofy. I'm a big fan of the Scuba Woofy. Jeff 0079, Zarveen, Pennybags Jr., Parrot, Dr. Doom, Hagwinch, Slick Sheep, Random King, me, NashvilleLou with the Vape Ape, Silent One, Flantality. That's 31 players for this next game. Top 10 finishers, you're going to get leaderboard points at monthly competition. Got people looking to get to finish the top 25, hoping for top 75 or top 150. The more people learn about this game, and you'll notice more and more people playing, more and more people streaming it, word is spreading. It's not going to get any easier as far as those competitions go. TwitchyTides.io is the website for that. We've got Aegis 2017 in, as well as Terran Lore. I really like that particular one that Terran Lore has there with Beaver from Oga. I've got one. I don't have that particular one as far as the variety. SDMU123 is in. It was 34 players. But that one can build a dam in that bottom left corner. I think sometimes I felt I need to move my little overlay, which is I'm trying to keep it small so as not block the action as much as possible. It's tough though because Twitchy Tides make such great use of the space. I can pop that out of there when there's starting to be a dam built in the corner. Okay, I'll block the action. All right, so 34 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. And top 10, of course, you're getting leaderboard points. Winner gets a Warsaken camo card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection. This second game of the broadcast starts now. Good luck. 34 players are right away. Oh, you know, I didn't, after all that talk about changing stuff or fixing it or whatever with the enemies, there's going to be a high kill rate. We'll see how that goes. We're down to 29. Man, Debo the Shark. I got used to that 2-kill maximum. Down to 19. I tried with a 1 kill. I thought it was maybe a little bit slow. I think with a smaller participation group, maybe the 1 kill may be more viable. No 1 kill there. Depth charge. Half the field is out. We're down to 17. And it's Big Worm with the hook. Just relentless. We're down to a dozen. And it's, well, we had Pink Felicia cutting right to left. Last 10 fish in there. You know you got a top 10 finish now, so that's going to mean leaderboard points you're getting. But who will be the winner? Cannonball. Sit back the other direction. The fish fight back. So I know that Debo the Shark was coming, but apparently Debo got run off before even showing up. It's Tides Tuesday here on NashvilleLou Live. Be taking this to 1 a.m. Eastern. The fun doesn't stop then. We'll be doing a raid over to Cartman, brah. Cartman debuts here on Tides Tuesday. Yeah, Big Perm. I mean, Big Worm. Like it's Friday. Speaking of Big Worm, Nadu and DeBoer JS got hooked. Down to 8. Later this hour, we're giving away a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. Many thanks to Pop Paragon for providing those packs. I have 4 in total to give away here over the course of the next 3 hours. And it's Pink Felicia. Pink Felicia tearing through. Zach Bonifer, Cesaro NLV, and Jungle Banana eliminated. We're down to 5. I look forward to Tuesday nights now. Tides Tuesday, so much fun. People love this game. It's not letting up, you'll notice. It's easy to play. It's easy to stream. It's fun. There's a kapow right there. That depth charge. So for the moment, we're down to 5, but those 5 still in there. Although down to 4. Crawling Moon and Dr. Doom taken out by Pink Felicia. Make that 2. Remaining with Flantality eliminated in the 3 spot. So top 10 finishes, but not a win there for those knocked out. We're down to these final 2, Parrot 314 and Autumn's Toys. Autumn's Toys with that super spin. Going to zap Big Worm of the hook. Pink Felicia passes right to left, bottom half of the screen. Going to miss both remaining competitors. I had this on the big TV like this. It really does get distracting. Pay attention. Keep an eye on who's coming up in chat. Meanwhile, chat's saying, yeah, Pink Felicia going right to left. Ground level. Parrot will be okay. A nice spin move there by Autumn's Toys. Maybe it would have been okay, maybe not coming out of that corner, but why risk it? Hey, going great. Las Vegas Ape, how you doing, buddy? It's Debo the Shark going right to left. And it's Big Worm. It's down to these final 2, Parrot and Autumn's Toys. Autumn's Toys hits the hook, and that's going to do it. Parrot 314 gets the victory in our second game of the broadcast. Again, this will be a 3-hour broadcast for me. Taking this to 1 a.m. Eastern, then doing a raid over to Cartman, brah. As for this game that just concluded here, the top 10 finishers, you're looking at getting leaderboard points out of this. Mentioned Cartman, just on the outside looking in. But a lot of other people, yeah, 34 in that last game right there. Parrot gets the victory. Almost zip past it. No, I'm going to do the copy. I'll bring the slate up for a second while I do the copy paste over here. This is NashvilleLou Live. It's Twitchy Tides and Tides Tuesday. Having so much fun here as usual with this. And time just flies with this game. It's so much fun. Very easy. Even the copy paste, do the copy it just over to a text document, and then it's all better. And it's saved. And I've got it there for later. Prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast. Also come from my fulfillments wallet. All right, back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. Exclamation point play in chat. We'll get you in. Some of you will get a challenge from Twitchy Tides to confirm that you're really there. You're not just a bot or a script or whatever. Make sure to keep an eye on that. We opened the show, had the drawing over the past week, had 97 different winners. It was wild to see that when I added it all up. I was like, wow, that would be a lot. I was going to have more, but neck issues yesterday kind of deep sixed any plans I would have had for a fifth stream, but it would have been short anyway. Plus, a lot of people were streaming as it was yesterday. Twitchy Tide. I mean, around the clock, whether it's the auto run games, people playing those the Aquarium Royale games, particularly people that have the Twitchy Tides Battle Bowls. I don't own one of those at the moment, but I've been saving it by Aqua. That's at some point. I add to my repertoire. But what I was testing out was just the regular type games with free forms. And okay, what if I spaced out a bit, take a couple minutes off headset over on the other computer? It's tough though for me to get concentrating on other work when I'm live because I'm keeping an eye on chat. I'm still talking with everybody, and it's like so some of that for me is testing out what was going to work for me and maybe what I can adjust. Anyway, the idea is to make it as fun as possible. This is a brand new game, so it's something you can customize it. 23 players in. You can join as well with exclamation point play. Let's go to the settings here. And I love that you can customize it. What it has defaulted to here. Let's see. Get the presets. You guys want one at a time. See random commands. I have to confess, I thought that meant that randomized like what the fish could do in game. I didn't realize that meant for the keyword, but it's been this way. I have it pinned in chat with exclamation point play. I don't have to worry about that. And I feel better about that now, knowing that the Twitchy Tide system's got the anti-bot measure to see for at least some players if they're really there. Somebody running a script. Anyway. So the max kill of 1 is a bit different. Cannonball, no limit. I thought it worked a little bit better with a limit of 2 if I had the rest on 1. If you want Felicia to be a different color, you can customize that, but if they do it every time, or she'll default back to pink. Compare it to the Dallas Cowboys wearing white at home. You can wear white unless it's a little bit different now, but like where teams would intentionally wear white at home just to force them to have to wear their blue jerseys where they weren't used to wearing them. All right, we'll go to green Felicia. Green Felicia for this one. You can make them go like at a diagonal angle. Sometimes it's a little frustrating. Like, you say you picked the right timing to freeze in the right spot, and then this cannonball comes curving in like it's a Major League Baseball game. A slider right into the strike zone hits you. All right, so let's go with this here. We'll go with the 1 kill style, except for the cannonball. That'll be 2. Try for this game and see how the flow goes with it. We got 23 players in. So it's exclamation point play to get in. This is Twitchy Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou live later this hour. We'll be giving away a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. Your chance to win's coming up. We'll have 4 in total to give away here between now and 1 a.m. Eastern. All right, so Pop and Stock is in to give us 24. I'll make sure to join as well here with exclamation mark play in chat. So last chance for players to get in here for this next game. Used the Vape 8 before. This time, I think I switched out to Oga Beaver because I was playing in a lot of those auto run aquarium games that use up some energy, so I had to switch out some fish. Again, that's where that Twitchy team that you can go through and rather easily in game switch it. But when you want to do it on the fly, especially in a live stream, much easier this way. Hey there, Billy XBT. Hello, greetings and welcome. Hello to everybody. If I missed any specific notes or greetings, my apologies. All right. So for this next game, top 10 finishers, we're getting leaderboard points. 28 in. The winner gets a Warsake and not foil prime. That's what I was giving away the other day. This is up. We're going to bump it up a notch. A Warsake and camo card along with item from the NashvilleLou collection. Give you a boost in the game Meta Battler. So we got 29 in for this. Let's go through the list of participants. 30. So it's like the Royal Rumble. 31. So we got Zarveen, Cesaro NLV, Bonnie T, Notorious Ninja, Brawling Moon, Random King, Jungle Banana, Jeff 0079, Nadu 6, Hussein Muhammad, Soul the Cat, Chucky, Penny Bags Jr., Winterfell, Harriet 314, Jackie Jew, Zach Bonifer, Bo Reddington, Dr. Doom, Taryn Lore, Poppinstock, Autumn's Toys, and C, Viper Czar, Ivanov 007. Get the same fish that I do, and there's NashvilleLou, both of the clownfish, Lord Zuku, Billy XBT, Plantality, Flower, Azile, OG Daddy, and Master Eggs. That gives us 33 as far as the players for this game. So top 10 finishers. You're getting leaderboard points for that monthly competition. And if you want specifics on some of this, you can go on to twitchytides.io. And from there, there's a link to the Twitchy Tides Discord. There's some great people in there that can help you out, answer any questions you've got. Pop Paragon, who created this game, has a winner. Slick's done a tremendous job making sure it runs smoothly. This is something that people clamor for around the clock, around the world. I look when I stream Twitchy Tides at the variety of countries, and there's people around the world. Doesn't matter the time or the day. Looking to play, looking to have fun. We got 33 players. Let's get to it, shall we? If I win, prize goes to second place. Kyung Wei's in just in time. It was 34. This next game, 35 to more JS. So if I win, prize goes to second place. Starts now. Good luck. Remember, I changed it a bit with the enemies, so I can get those massive knockouts. It's Green Felicia. Remember, she's capped at 1. Everything's capped at 1 except for the cannonball. I've got it 2. See how this goes. Now, if this takes a long time, it'll be a lesson learned. Depth charge. Well, I guess that depth charge has a little bit more as far as that range goes. So beware on that. Soul the Cat, Pennybags Jr. Poppinstock. Taken out by a depth charge down to 31. Big Worm with the Hook takes out Chucky down to 30. Again, it's the Hook. Hussein Muhammad eliminated down to 29. Green Felicia was going to make a run in, but got stopped shortly after taking out Bo Reddington. We're down to 28. Some of these fish have some very powerful anti-combatant defensive maneuvers. We're going to zap them or send them the other way or just outright freeze them. It's Debo. Debo the Shark cutting through, but remember that limit of 1. For me, it's all about finding the right pacing. That's something from my television news days. I met with many consultants through the years, and a very consistent message, and they were right about this as far as pacing being very important. And that's true whether it's a sports broadcast, whether it's me with live Twitchy Tides as Jeff gets taken out by that hook, just a 25. If it's too fast for me to process what's going on, that's, I don't know, I don't think that's optimal. The more JS taken out. Now, if you got like a consumer break sized or a Cam No size one, or in Las Vegas Ape gets a big pops the house. Maybe it's a bit different. Maybe this speed would be a bit much. Like Cannonball took out Fonny T, took out Kyung Wei, or being sent back the other direction, down to 22. Like the pacing, if you've got 12 players, is going to be a lot different than if you got 80. Potentially. Depth charge. So Billy XBT, Random King, and Zach Bonifer are out, down to 19. Depth charge, there goes Winterfell, down to 18. Kapow. That stopped Debo, but not before. Lord Zuku was eliminated. It's more than half the field is out. We're down to 17. Make that 16. Flantality eliminated by Debo the Shark. That super spin from Autumn's Toys effective, but damage done. Speaking of damage done, depth charge. There goes Cesaro NLV. We're down to 15. Got a 3-hour block for you with Twitchy Tides. Having a blast. Vipers are knocked out by that depth charge. By the Radiance. All these commands. It's amazing to see the wide variety. This is NashvilleLou Live with Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. Many thanks to MJ Owns You for the raid. We're doing a raid over to Cartman Brawl at 1 a.m. Eastern. The fun continues. That Cannonball's capped at 2, so it took out OG Daddy and Flower, but that's it. We're down to a dozen. Big Worm with a hook. Bottom left corner. That hook's going to get a Zyle. And we're down to 11. And again, Big Worm. This time it's Master Rays who gets hooked. So down to 10. These final 10, you know, you've got, and includes me, getting some leaderboard points, that monthly competition. And it's Debo the Shark. Jumps away, taking out Crawling Moon, and we're down to 9. Depth charge, there goes Parrot. We're down to 8. Debo the Shark. There goes my Clownfish. No laughing matter, down to 7. Again, Debo capped at 1 for this round. And there's the dam being built in that bottom left corner. Pull my overlay all the way there. Terran Lore. I'm going to block y'all. I'll just head back the other way. Of course, you can't stay there indefinitely. Zarveen gets hooked by that big worm attack, and we're down to 5. Cannonball. Dickie Joe. Autumn's Toys both eliminated. We're down to 3. Terran Lore in that spin move. Dr. Doom and Ivanov 007. And Debo takes out Terran Lore. We're down to 2. Ivanov and Dr. D, the last 2. They're both looking at some nice leaderboard points. But who's going to be the winner? There's Big Worm with a hook. They both get past it. At least on the television, that angry look on the face of Big Worm. Like, Ivanov get past. No, and that's going to do it. And it's Dr. Doom. Dr. D gets the victory in this third game of the broadcast. We're on Tides Tuesday on NashvilleLou Live. It's been an all-day event. So much fun with it. All right, notes are up to speed. So again, from earlier we had, I'm going to go ahead and get this information copied over as well, so I'll bring the slate up for a moment. But congratulations on those Faded Monsuda packs that I gave away to start the show. We had the live drawing and 3 different winners. So we had, and there was no guarantees to be 3 different winners because there were some people that had multiple wins, 97 different games. But ultimately it was Jeff 0079 winning the green pack, that Shatter and Crumble, Nadu6 winning the blue pack, the Joints and Flour, and Silent One winning the Bongs and Zongs, the red pack. All right, to the copy paste thing, actually copy the right part. The things I wondered to myself out loud here. Yep, Dr. Doom winning there in that first place finish, so that is correct as far as what I copied over. Wouldn't do much good if I just copied over the same thing from before. It would be that would be a problem. All right, so let me bring the slate back up. So Dr. D gets the victory, and again, the top 10 finishers, you're looking at least some leaderboard points. Back open for our next game with exclamation point play in chat. Let's make sure I do this next part here properly. Of course, the music kicks out right. I'm like, okay, I need to concentrate here. I think that'll be the right one to bring up here. I was changing some stuff around with the OBS Studio. When I start messing with the technical stuff, sometimes it causes me some challenges. There we go. All right, so take my hourly break here. Be about a 5-minute break. On the other side of this break, though, you'll want to be in for this next game because the winner of this next game wins a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. We'll have that coming up here in just a few minutes. Going into the night with Twitchy Tides on Tides Tuesday. Riding this to 1 a.m. Eastern. We'll right over to Cartman at that point. For this Twitchy Tides Tuesday fun will continue. It's already had 19 players in for this next game. That pack on the line. Back in just a few minutes. Twitchy Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, back from break. NashvilleLou live. It's Tides Tuesday. Greetings and welcome, everybody. We got 31 players in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Make that 32. If you want to get in, you need to do so now with the exclamation mark play in chat. Make sure if the game randomly chooses you to confirm that you're really there. Give you I just stick with exclamation play because I can keep that pinned in chat. It helps, I think. I just have to go through and keep switching that out. It'd be an agitation for me. I realize it's on screen as well, but it's just, that's the way I like to do it. We got 33 in here for this, so I'll go and join as well with exclamation mark play. I'll use the Extra Life video game controller fish, that fundraiser that Sully did a great job of spearheading. A lot of other people involved as well. Welsh to NFT is going to have to get waxed, apparently. Man. That's a bold move. Well, let's see, 35 in there. So let's go through this list of participants. Remember, the winner of this next game wins. Get an item from the NashvilleLou collection and a Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 pack given to me by Pop Paragon. We got 4 in total we'll give away during the course of this broadcast. That's one way where it does help knowing having into the hard out at 1 a.m. Eastern. So we got 3 hours to value this Twitchy Tides Tuesday. This is prime stuff right here. Let's go through the list of participants. This next game at 35 in. So if you're not in now with exclamation point play, do it right now if you want in. We got Chucky, Terran War, Zarvine, Jungle Banana, Crawling Moon, Viper Czar, Flower, SDB123, Zach Bonifer, Mancy, Liquid Chill, Poppin' Stalk, Jakey Joe, Autumn's Toys, Soul the Cat, Parrot, Bonnie T, Hussein Muhammad, Flantality, Nadu6, War, Silent One, Azile, Lord Zuku, Rock Metal, how you doing? Ivanov 007, Billy XBT, Random King, Notorious Ninja, Lot DS6, Pennybags Jr., Young Wei, Cartman Bra. Be right over to Cartman. Coming up here a little more than 2 hours from now. Tides Tuesday continues. Bo Reddington, me, NashvilleLou, Asteroid Eater, DeBoer JS. We got 37 players in. Top 10 finishers get leaderboard points for that monthly competition. People are going to be battling it out. They already have been. Continue hoping for a top 25, or top 75, or top 150 spot. If you want more specifics and details on all that, more information in general, twitchytides.io, of course, the website. But a link from there take you over to the Twitchy Tides Discord. A lot of great people over there. We're glad to help you out if you got any questions. You don't even have to have a wax wallet. If you want to play for fun and you just happen to stumble on this stream, like, Lou, what is this? What are these addresses? I don't have one. Well, it's easy to get one, but if you just want to play now for fun, exclamation point play, it'll just give you a fish to use for fun. But we got people here playing for leaderboard points. We got people here playing with a pack on the line, wanting this game to get started. If I happen to win, prize goes to second place. I'll get the slower. We'll try to give it the slower as far as the enemy kills. We'll see what happens with 37 as we get things going here. Starts now. Good luck. NashvilleLou live. Twitchy Tides Tuesday. Pink Felicia. I told you she switched back to that other color. Her standard pink. Depth charge. I'm out along with Bo Reddington. We're down to 37. 34, I should say. We started with 37. I read the wrong number off the screen. Make that 33. That depth charge takes out Young Wei. Pink Felicia. There goes Zarvine. That's where I have the enemies capped at 1 kill per crossing for this round. I'll probably switch it to 2 for the next. See how that goes. Big worm with a hook. There goes Man C. Howl command from Asteroid Eater. And that Kylo. Meanwhile, it's Debo the Shark taking out Crawling Moon. We're down to 30. A pack on the line for the winner. Plantality. At a depth charge there, and we're down to 29. Cannonball takes out Soul the Cat and Jungle Banano. Down to 27. Another Cannonball. Jakey Joe and Pop and Stalk eliminated. Depth charge. There goes Fawny T. To 24. It's a wide variety of fish. Got in the mix there. Cannonball. There goes Cartman. There goes Lore. Down to 22. You're watching NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. And there's Debo the Shark going left to right, taking out Random King. But keep in mind, most of these enemies are capped at 1 kill per crossing here. So trying some different approaches here as far as the enemies go. See what'll work best from a pacing standpoint. Depth charge up top. There goes Liquid Chill. We're down to 20. Cannonball, Azile, and Ivanov both eliminated. Down to 18. More than half the field is out. Anadu 6. Chomped out of there by Debo. Down to 17. Debo will be sent back in the other direction. That max kills of 1. No risk of doing any further harm on that pass through. There really wasn't a pass, and we got sent back. Return to sender. Round trip to nowhere. And there's a Cannonball. The Flowers out along with Notorious Ninja. Down to 15. There's a pack on the line for the winner here. And it's Pink Felicia going left to right. Ground level. Lord Zuku eliminated. The same that Jaws command. Stopped Felicia there. Meanwhile, it's Big Worm with a hook. It's Hussein eliminated by that hook. We're down to 13. This is Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou Live. Depth charge takes out SDB 123. We're down to a dozen. Carrot's sheep trying to leave the tank. Sorry, pal. You're stuck. And as Debo the Shark is waiting for the opponents to come back, and there's Debo. So Zach Bonifer's eliminated. We're down to 11. The winner of this gets a Series 3.1 Twitchy Tides pack. Top 10 finishers are getting leaderboard points. Pink Felicia takes out Terran Lore, so we're down to 10. Super spin from Autumn's Toys pops Felicia in that spot. So the remaining players now they got leaderboard points out of this, but who's going to be the winner? Rock Metal, eliminated by that Cannonball. Radiance from Viper Czar sent that Cannonball back in the other direction, but the damage done. And it's Pink Felicia up top going left to right. Viper Czar gets eliminated. We began with 37. We're down to 7. Cannonball, Asteroid Eater, and Autumn's Toys taken out. Down to 5. And it's Debo the Shark going right to left. Bottom part of the screen, and Debo, in fact, will miss all 5 remaining fish. Who will be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? Debo, this time lower on the ground level. There goes Lot DS6, and we're down to 4. Silent One, Chucky, Pennybags Jr., and Parrot, the last 4. Winner gets a Series 3.1 pack. Chucky eliminated by that hook. Big Worm strikes, and we're down to 3. Silent One, Parrots, and the spinning Pennybags Jr., the last 3. Yet again, Debo trying to hog the spotlight. Silent One zips above. Parrot's going to hold still there, and Debo's going to miss everybody. Depth charge. There goes Silent One. We're down to 2. Parrot and Pennybags Jr. the last 2. Winner gets that 3.1 pack. Cannonball. That hits Pennybags Jr. So congratulations, Parrot, 314. That's 2 wins in 4 games, and this one in particular noteworthy. Parrot, you get that Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. So congratulations on the win. Top 10 finishers, you know you're getting those leaderboard points from Billy XBT on up. That was a big one right there with that pack on the line, and Parrot gets the victory. I'll bring the slate up here real fast. I copy this information over. Very easy to do this. Click one button, it copies everything. Paste it into a notepad, and voila. That's the way I like it. Fast, thorough, and effective. See that streamer lineup, you might notice below my name, it's Cartman Bra 21. 1 a.m. Eastern, so less than 2 hours from now, we're doing a raid over to Cartman. I'm not sure how long Cartman's going to go into the night, but hopefully it'll be a good time. It should be. Looking forward to it. Cartman's debut, following me here tonight, tomorrow morning, this afternoon. It all runs together in this interesting realm of live streaming. Parrot gets the victory. Prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast. Those will come from my fulfillment wallets on Wax. You're welcome. Thank you for playing. Thanks to everybody taking the time to watch and to play, being part of Tides Tuesday. We're back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. Exclamation mark play gets you in for game number 5. Later this hour, we'll be giving away another Series 3.1 Twitchy Tides pack. So your chance to win is coming up later in the hour. I'll have 4 in total, so 3 more to give away here between now and 1 a.m. Eastern. And for those that missed it in the beginning, had the drawing, you may have seen one or more of my Twitchy Tides freeform broadcasts that I tried out the show in a few different time slots over the past week. And it was 97 different winners, had drawings, gave away 3 faded Monsuda packs. The Shatter and Crumble one went to Jeff 0079. Joints and Flower, the blue one, went to Nadu 6. And the Bongs and Zongs, the red one, went to Silent One. And again, many thanks to Sensei Bullrog, who gave me those personally to give away here. And we'll have more of that likely for next week. We'll look through some of that and see before I promise anything. But we got 14 players in already for this next Twitchy Tides game. Exclamation mark play gets you in. Winner of this gets a Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Of course, for the top 10 finishers, we're looking at leaderboard points. And it's not just bragging rights, but you get those exclusive items, fish, like that Neon Leon, that not a whole lot of people have, and I'm lucky enough to have one. I finished top 25 in October. I did not finish top 25 in November, though. So as noted, competition, more people involved, more people playing, opportunities around the clock. We've got 24 players in. I'll join as well with exclamation mark play. I'll use the Apocalypse fish. So last call again for this next game of Twitchy Tides, or this Tides Tuesday. We've got Ivanov 007, Notorious Ninja, Dave Ira, Chucky, Jackie Joe, Plantality, Aegis 2017, Hussein Muhammad, Zach Bonifer, Nadu 6, Dr. Doom, Hoppenstock, SDB 123, Azile, Tabor JS, Liquid Chill, Free Frog Nada, Bonnie T, War, Billy XBT, Random King, Autumn's Toys, Flower, Mancy, Hartman Broad. I'll be rating at 1 a.m. Eastern. Hartman's in along with Crawling Moon, Viper Czar, me, NashvilleLou, Pennybags Jr., Pyong Wei, and Parrot. So 31 players in for this next Twitchy Tides game. 32. Asteroid Eater is in. So for the top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points. For the winner, a War's Sake and camo card, and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Those NashvilleLou collection items give you a boost in the game Meta Battler. Winterfell is in. We got 33. So if I happen to win, prize goes to second place. This next game of Twitchy Tides starts now. Good luck. I didn't change the enemy settings, so we'll try to get in here with that 1 kill per. Crawling Moon eliminated by Felicia, who immediately gets popped there by that super spin from Autumn's Toys. Some of these fish have some really powerful counter effects. Try and stymie the enemy. Debo the Shark chomped away at Parrot. He is down to 31. Depth charge, Cannonball. Took out Tree Frog Nada, took out me. Down to 29. Big Worm with a hook. There goes Hussein. We're down to 28. Cannonball, Flantality, and Cartman Bra eliminated. Down to 26. Up top is the Depth Charge. Goes Nadu 6 down to 25. No luck today, says Flantality. Well, I can go in this game. Debo the Shark takes out Pop and Stalk down to 24. I mean, sometimes you'll just have a depth charge out of nowhere or a hook to get you. And it's Debo. Debo the Shark eliminates Dave Ira. This is Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. It's Debo the Shark. Debo eliminated Lore down to 22. Big Worm has that hook that eliminates Mancy down to 21. Depth charge. There goes SDB 123. It's Pink Felicia eliminating Pennybags Jr. down to 19. It's Debo the Shark. Debo chomps away at Asteroid Eater. We're down to 18. Tides Tuesday, Twitchy Tides, NashvilleLou Live, Big Worm with a hook. Aegis 2017 is out. Down to 17. Depth charge. There goes Notorious Ninja along with Zach Bonifer. More than half the field is out. Down to 15. Players hoping for a top 10 finish. Depth charge. There goes Flower. Down to 14. Pink Felicia going left to right up top. DeBoer JS eliminated. Down to 13. Pink Felicia eliminates Ivanov 007. Down to a dozen. Cannonball, Jakey Joe, and Random King eliminated. We're down to 10, so the remaining fish all have a top 10 finish. The leaderboard points for them. Who'll be the winner? Bonnie T gets hooked there by Big Worm. We're down to 9. Cannonball, Dr. Doom, and Azile eliminated. Down to 7. Debo the Shark. Comp's winner fell out of there, so we're down to 6. Cannonball, that clips Liquid Shell. And we're down to 5. Pink Felicia, Young Wei is eliminated. Down to 4, it's Viper Czar, Billy XBT, Autumn's Toys, and Chucky, the last 4. Cannonball, gonna miss everybody. Gutterball style. Billy XBT managed to stay just above it. Now a depth charge. Upper left part of that Twitchy Tide sign. Freeze there by Autumn's Toys. A super spin from Autumn's Toys. Depth charge finally gets popped. The battle continues. Chucky, Billy XBT, Autumn's Toys, Viper Czar, the last 4. There's Big Worm with a hook. It's going to hook and eliminate Billy XBT. We're down to 3. Chucky, Autumn's Toys, and Viper Czar. Who's going to be the winner? Cannonball up top misses everybody. There's Big Worm, that hook. There goes Chucky, so we're down to 2. It's Autumn's Toys and Viper Czar. Viper with that Radiance command. That depth charge of the Twitchy Tide sign. Viper with the freeze. Autumn's Toys with the freeze. Has been a good game. Super spin from Autumn's Toys, going to pop that depth charge. The battle continues. Viper Czar and Autumn's Toys, the final 2. Depth charge, there goes Viper Czar. That's going to do it. Congratulations, Autumn's Toys gets the victory in this 5th game of the broadcast here on Tides Tuesday. All right. That up to speed here in my notes. Bring up the slate for a moment while I copy this over. You'll notice on that slate, bottom left corner, Cartman Bra, 1 a.m. Eastern. Cartman Bra debuts on Tides Tuesday. So we'll be rating over there after we conclude here. That's going to wrap up here, 1 a.m. Eastern. For less than 2 hours from now, the fun continues into the night. Actually, I'll take as much time as I can get, but it's helpful to know from a producing and planning standpoint what the window is going to be. Again, the TV news producer in me always has that ticking clock in my head as far as keeping it going, keep the pace going. And not just TV news, but sports for that matter. Keep it compelling. So we had 33 players in that last game. Top 10, of course, getting those leaderboard points. Ultimately, Autumn's Toys gets the victory. It's back open now for the next Twitchy Tides game with exclamation mark play. I'm going to go into the settings. You can continue to get in. I'm going to bump this up to max kills to 2. A blue Felicia. A little variety. So Cannonball's now at a max kill of 3. The rest go from 1 to 2. So we'll see from a pacing standpoint if this is better or worse, or somewhere in between. So it's exclamation mark play to get into this next Twitchy Tides game. And remember, there'll be sometimes where the game will make sure that you're really there, not just some script or a bot. I'll have you not validate, but confirm that your entry is there with a specific keyword. Had to go fetch a bottle of water. Didn't realize when I sat down here that other bottle was almost empty. Yeah, feeling mighty thirsty. We got 16 players in for this next Twitchy Tides game. If you'd like to join the list, you can do so by typing exclamation mark play in chat. Later this hour, we'll be giving away another Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 pack. Your chance to win's coming up. So again, make sure that you're confirming your entry with the Twitchy Tides bot. We have 19 players in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Make that 20. So for the winner of this next game, prize is a Warsaken camo card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Give you a boost in the fun new game, Meta Battler. And remember, later this hour, giving away another Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 pack. Your chance to win's coming up. We'll have that and 2 additional to give away between now and 1 a.m. Eastern. So if you want to win some packs, there will be opportunities. All right, so we've got 22 players in for this next game. The 6th one of the broadcast. And for those that missed it, to start things off with the broadcast, the drawing, I had 4 different live streams between last Tuesday's Tides Tuesday broadcast and this one that we're doing here right now live. I had the Twitchy Tides Freeform show, testing out some different things with the format and different approaches, including limiting how many kills a given enemy could get on a particular cross through. Testing out here, saying, okay, if we limit to 1, how does it feel play-wise? And this is something I'll have to go back and determine later and watching it back. The hosting role, somewhat distracted. And maybe the way it feels as a host isn't the same way it feels as a viewer. And the latter is the important part. If the viewers aren't liking it, then that's not going to fly. Even if I think it's great. So I've got to take it from that point of view as well. But I'll say for anybody that's new to streaming, I've been in broadcasting for 29 years. But for some people, this is their first foray into it. My advice to everybody, even I do this myself, and with 29 years in the biz, go back and listen to your broadcast afterward. At least some of it. At least sometimes do that. If you can't every time, okay. But I guarantee you'll see things, oh, I would change that, probably should do this, etc. Or perhaps you'll catch things that you missed initially. There's always seems to be messages that I miss, or sometimes they're important things that I didn't see in chat. It's been an ongoing challenge. Yeah, I love this from a broadcasting standpoint and being able to get that instant feedback, just because early years in the business, that was not an option. When I was doing radio at WUEV in the mid to late 1990s, we didn't have that. ABC 25 started there in May of 1997, broke into the TV news biz. Now, we would sometimes hear from people, get those you get some people that would call the newsroom and say the meanest things about our on-air talent. Like, they would want me to say, like, insulting things to the woman doing the weather, meteorologist. Like, and you know what I found were the meanest? Were women calling about other women, that my coworkers. And now I was like, okay, I could get mad at them and chastise them and berate them. Or I say, okay, thank you for your feedback. Thank you for letting me know. And there's no way I'm telling these, my coworkers, these terrible things people are saying. A little tougher now to avoid that sort of thing with social media. That's a whole different thing. And you have to be engaged with social media in that world of TV broadcast, especially TV news. You don't have to as much with sports, but it helps. But like anything, mixed bag, good. We got 29 players in. So let's go through this list of participants. We'll get this next game going. And we're glad to have all y'all with me here for this broadcast. Tides Tuesday, so much fun. We got Random King, SDB123, Notorious Ninja, Flower, Blantality, Alice Johnson, Zarvine, Viper Czar, Jakey Joe, Taryn Lore, Man C, Liquid Chill, Aegis 2017, Petty Bags Jr., Free Frog Nada, Crawling Moon, Parrots, Zach Bonifer, Poppin' Star, Cartman, brah. We raid over to Cartman. A little more than an hour and a half from now. Tides Tuesday continues there. Also in the mix, we got Fawny T, Loire, Dr. Doom, Hussein Muhammad, Kyung Wei, Autumn's Toys, Azile, Unmada, Winterfell, Silent One. So we got 30. I didn't get in, did I? I got out of order how I was doing things. I'll get in with my Soul the Catfish, the white with the yellow version. All right, 31 players. If I happen to win, the prize goes to second place. But top 10 finishers are getting leaderboard points at monthly competition. Winner gets a Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Again, if I win, prize goes to second place. 31 players in this next game of Twitchy Tides. Here on Tides Tuesday, we get to 32, Billy XBT. And just in the nick of time. Mama Bears, that's how you try to get in there, but you got timed out. Hey to everybody, I know it's a new thing that's been, or a new thing to return as far as the checking to make sure you're there. So keep an eye on that in chat and be sure you don't miss anything on that. All right, 32 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. Remember, I bumped the settings up for the opponents a bit, so 2 kills per cross through for most of them and 3 for the cannonball. So we'll see how that affects things. This game starts now. Good luck. Big Worm with a hook. Takes out Winterfell and Unmada down to 30. And it's a depth charge that takes out Hussein down to 29. That bubble command had that making it rain. Cartman Bra with that Lambo. And a cannonball up top. Silent One eliminated. Oh, that caught Random King as well. We're down to 27. Big Worm with a hook takes out Tree Frog, Nada, and Parrot. Down to 25. It's Big Worm the hook. There goes Azile. We're down to 24. It's Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou live. And it's Debo the Shark going right to left. Alice Johnson out. Liquid Chill's out. Down to 22. Depth charge. Cartman Bra and Notorious Ninja eliminated. Down to 32. Let's see if I do a glitter command here with my Soul the Catfish, or if I waited too long. Cannonball up top. Billy XBT, Zach Bonifer, and Aegis 2017 are out. Down to 17. Kapow there on that Big Worm. I mean, the boost command did me a favor, I think, the way it played out. Zarvine hits the depth charge. We're down to 16. Half the field is out. Debo the Shark, Penny Bags Jr. and Viper Czar out. We're down to 14. Up top, Cannonball, Kyung Wei, Jakey Joe, and my Soul the Catfish, all eliminated, down to 11. Blue Felicia eliminates Flower to get us down to the top 10. Plantality at least gets a little bit of a leaderboard battle boost points there. That 10th place finish. The remaining fish in there all get leaderboard points, but who will be the winner? Blue Felicia. Up top, right to left, takes out Fawny T, down to 8. Also catches Crawling Moon, down to 7. Depth charge, there goes Lore. We're down to 6. Blue Felicia eliminates SDMA and Autumn's Toys, so we're down to 4. It's Dr. Doom, Poppenstalk, Mancy, and Terran Lore, the final 4. Debo the Shark up top, going right to left. It looks like Debo's going to miss everybody. Who will be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? Depth charge. There goes Poppenstalk, and we're down to 3. Terran Lore, Mancy, and Dr. Doom, the last 3. Raid commands from Terran Lore, the Oga Beaver. I'm taking my overlay down to that corner as Debo passes over everybody. The dam comes down, but my rectangle back into place. And that's going to do it. Mancy and Terran Lore get hit with that cannonball. It's Dr. D in first place. Dr. Doom gets the victory. Game number 6 of the broadcast. Bring the slate up for just a moment. Again, you'll see there that 1 a.m. Eastern. That's when Cartman Bra making Twitchy Tides Tuesday debut. That's where we're going to do the raid into. And we're finished here, and that'll be at 1 a.m. Eastern. So again, a set amount of time, which does make it a little bit easier from a planning standpoint. Make sure to make the most out of this 3-hour block, which I greatly appreciate being included in this. So we got from Plantality on up. I missed out. Need a top 10 finish to get points for that monthly leaderboard competition. As Dr. Doom gets the win in Twitchy Tides. All right, back open for our next Twitchy Tides game with exclamation point play in chat. And for this next game, you definitely want to get in for this because the winner's going to win a Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 pack. So a pack is on the line for the winner of this next game. I'll take my hourly break now. It'll be about a 5-minute break. On the other side of it, back with Twitchy Tides and this Tides Tuesday, giving away Series 3.1 pack. Can't get those anymore in the Tide store, but you can win one here. Have a couple to give away in our next hour as well. It's Tides Tuesday. Twitchy Tides, NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, back from break. NashvilleLou Live. We've got 29 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Want to get in, you can do so now, but you need to be snappy about it. I'll join with !play, and this time I'll use spot number 2 in my Twitchy team, which has the Vape Ape and Las Vegas Ape. Remember to confirm with that Twitchy Tides. Bot isn't the right word for it. Maybe it is. The Twitchy Tides, I'm going to ask you in chat sometimes. It'll confirm that you're there. The confirmation request comes in. Keep an eye out on that. Don't want anybody to miss out that would otherwise get to play. There to keep the people with bots and other unsavory behavior to hopefully be dissuaded from such things. So we got 31 in. Winner of this gets that. And you get an item from the NashvilleLou collection, and you get a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. And of course, for the top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points for that monthly competition. So for this, we got SDB123, Taryn Lore, Notorious Ninja, Hussein Muhammad, Random King, Jakey Joe, Viper Czar, Zarveen, Cesaro NLV, Billy XBT, Dr. Doom, Poppinstock, Parrot, Flower, Alice Johnson, and C, Bonnie T, Crawling Moon, Winterfell, Plantality, Rising Dragons, Azile, Loire, Silent One, Zach Bonifer, Autumn's Toys, Tree Frog Nada, Pyong Wei, Pennybags Jr., me, NashvilleLou with the Vape Ape, and Lord Zuku. So 31 players. Top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points. The winner gets a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. 15 Gracious is in just in time to get to 32 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. Next game starts now. Good luck. A pack on the line. And Big Worm with a hook early on. Takes out Pennybags Jr., Billy XBT, and Flower, down to 29. Depth Charge. Hussein Kyung Wei taken out, down to 27. Debo the Shark for a short time in that bottom left corner, then sit back the other way. Depth Charge. Some sort of delay used by a command. It went off there. SDME 1, 2, 3, and Random King are out. I don't know if Parrot was already out before that, but Parrot is out. Viper Czar is out at that depth charge, down to 23. I can do the banana command with my Vape Ape. Way too long. Perfect timing. There was a cannonball behind me. Sus behavior. It worked out. I'm just trying to show it off. And it just saved my bacon right there. That cannonball is right for me. Heading right for me. That banana redirected it. It's Tides Tuesday. Twitchy Tides. NashvilleLou Live is Debo the Shark. Debo taking out Taryn Lore and Silent One, down to 21. Depth Charge. Free Frog Nada and Dr. Doom eliminated. We're down to 19. Our top 10 finish means leaderboard points. And up top, upper half of the screen, Cannonball takes out 15 Gracious, War, and me. We're down to 16. Half the field is out. Pink Felicia sent back the other way. Remember, the winner of this game wins that Series 3.1 pack. We give it away 2 of those in the next hour. Taking this to 1 a.m. Eastern, then doing a raid over to Cartman, brah. The Tides Tuesday fun's going to continue. And it's Debo the Shark. Going right to left down Broadway. Debo hits Zach Bonifer, gets sit back. Debo could still be dangerous, though. Look out. Crawling Moon gets caught by Debo on the way out. We're down to 13. Cannonball takes out Pop and Stock before getting goofed. Sent back the other way. Debo going right to left. Near ground level, Fonny T. Using that flare command with that Neon Leon. Pink Felicia takes out Man C and Cesaro NLV. Down to 10, so the remaining fish have top 10 finishes locked in here to get some leaderboard points. But he'll be the winner. That pack on the line, that Series 3.1 pack. Cannonball, Notorious Ninja, Flantality, and Autumn's Toys, all eliminated. We're down to 7. Debo the Shark. There goes Winterfell. There goes Rising Dragons. We're down to 5. Depth Charge that takes out Fonny T, so we're down to 4. Alice Johnson, Azael, Lord Zuku, Jakey Joe, the last 4. It's Pink Felicia. Alice is eliminated. We're down to 3. Jakey, Lord Zuku, and Azael. One of those 3 will be the winner. But who's it going to be? Depth Charge up top, upper right. Jakey Joe gets eliminated by that Depth Charge. We're down to 2. It's Lord Zuku and Azael, the final 2. Bubble Command, that Flow Fish, that Series 4 rare from Lord Zuku. That's going to be effective. Very effective there against that Depth Charge. Meanwhile, Azael not as fortunate. Spin move not in time. That's going to do it. Congratulations. Lord Zuku gets the victory and wins that Series 3.1 pack. Congratulations. Congrats on the victory, Lord Zuku. Just a moment, I'll bring up the slate as I copy this information over to the big list. Keep in mind that after the 1 a.m. Eastern, when my run here for Tides Tuesday will conclude for this week, and it's not over then, though. Be raiding over to Cartman Bra. Cartman making Twitchy Tides Tuesday debut this week. So that should be a lot of fun coming up a little more than an hour from now. Sure on this, I copy over the part that says pack. For sure that's listed correctly here in my notes. All right. So again, for the top 10 finishers, Notorious Ninja and up, you're getting leaderboard points. Lord Zuku, you're getting that Series 3.1 pack. Again, prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of this broadcast. They'll come from my fulfillment swat. We're looking for that after this concludes. We got more than an hour to go with this, though. Back open for the next Twitchy Tides game with !play in chat. Winner of this next game gets a Warsaken camo card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Keep in mind in our next hour, I'll be giving away 2 Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 packs. For people that missed it, to open the show, had the drawing for those 3 Faded Monsuda packs. Jeff 0079 won the Shatter and Crumble. Nadu 6 won the Joints and Flour. Silent One won the Bongs and Zongs. And many thanks to Sensei Bullrog, who gave me those and some other Faded Monsuda packs to give away. With the 3 for this week. Again, people were able to get in on that drawing by winning on the NashvilleLou Live, the freeform show that I tried out in a few different time slots, a few different approaches to it over the past week. So maybe doing some more of that again this upcoming week. To be determined, but that's what I'm thinking. Also looking for Warsaken Blitz on Friday. Not locked in yet for sure, but I'm going to be raiding into Cartman Bra here at 1 a.m. Eastern, so a little more than an hour from now. And Hoping to be playing against Cartman Bra, maybe a best of 5 or a best of 7 in Warsaken Blitz. That's looking at towards Friday with some who knows what else between now and then. We got 14 players in already for this next Twitchy Tides game. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. Keep in mind the anti-bot measures in place from Twitchy Tides, helping to make sure people are really here. So I would advise people when you're getting into play, just make sure that your fish pops up on screen, or keep an eye on chat to make sure that the Twitchy Tides interface isn't asking you to verify. We've got 21 players in for this next game with Green Felicia. The rest is we'll keep. I don't want the pacing to get too slow. That's where there's that constant back and forth. What's entertaining? What can you follow? What's too fast? What's not fast enough? And with this being such a new game, it's still one under development. There's all sorts of, you can change the direction they move in. I kind of like it the way it is. We got 21 players in. !play get you in for this next Twitchy Tides game on this Tides Tuesday. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, who makes much of the great background music that I use here on NashvilleLou Live. We've got 23 players. I'll join as well with !play. I'll just go with the one spot I go to there, that Soul the Catfish, the white with the yellow. I've got 25 in at the moment. The last chance for this game with !play. Not already in. Do so right away, lest you miss out. So the list of participants for this next game, we got Silent One, SDB123, Zarveen, Tutorious Ninja, Lord Zuku, Hussein Muhammad, Bonnie T, Crawling Moon, Alice Johnson, Kyung Wei, Jakey Joe, Pennybags Jr., Plantality, Crypto Gamer, Dr. Doom, Autumn's Toys, Winterfell, Random King, Zach Bonifer, and C, me, NashvilleLou, Poppinstock, Parrot, Billy XBT, Viper Czar, Cartman Bra, and now Soul the Cat, getting into that rainbow Soul the Catfish. We've got 27 players. Make that 28 Tree Frog Nautas in flow. That's one of the new ones from Series 4. Rare fish. I got one of those out of a Twitchy Tides pack that I opened last week. Also how I got the Rocco Series 4 rare. All right, so 28 players in for this next game. Top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points for that monthly competition. For the winner, it's a Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. If I win, the prize goes to second place. Game number 8 of the broadcast begins now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou Live. And it's Big Worm with a hook right away. Autumn's Toys is out. Cannonball. Jakey Joe, Alice Johnson, Viper all out. We're down to 24. Green Felicia on screen there for a second. You can switch the color of Felicia in the settings. Although normally she'll default back to her usual pink. Lord Zuku and Dr. Doom both eliminated by that depth charge. We're down to 22. It's Tides Tuesday here on NashvilleLou Live, and it's Debo the Shark. Debo, left to right. SDME, Pop and Stock. We're down to 20. Like for most of these enemies, I've got them capped at 2 kills maximum per crossing. Big Worm with a Hook, Fawny T, and Mancy are out. We're down to 18. Cannonballs, we got 3. Big Worm with a Hook. Pennybags Jr. and Hussein both eliminated. We're down to 16. Depth charge. Maybe that boost there from Flantality that somehow neutralized that depth charge. Meanwhile, it's Green Felicia up top, taking out Cartman, taking out Soul the Cat. Down to 14. Half the field is out. They use the glitter command. A little bit of holiday cheer for people. I'll cheer you up by making it hard to see for a second. Pink Felicia's not in this one. It's Green Felicia. Green Felicia. So I'm out. Kyung Wei's out. Notorious Ninja's out. Hey, Pickney, stop showboating. I'm going to punish you. Boom, you're out. Down to 11. Big Worm with a Hook. Notorious Ninja's out. We're down to 11. Take that down to 8. Cannonball takes out Zach Bonifer, Crawling Moon, and Flantality. The remaining fish, you got a top 10 finish. You'll be getting some leaderboard points. But who will be the winner? Cannonball misses everybody, and probably with 7 still in there. Gutterball. 3/4 of the field's out. We're down to 7. And it's Green Felicia. Green Felicia takes out Winterfell and Zarveen, and we're down to 5. Big Worm with a Hook. That hook's going to take out Parrots, and we're down to 4. Silent One, Crypto Gamer, Tree Frog Nada, and Billy XBT. The last 4. Cannonball up top again. Cannonball misses everybody. Who will be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? Green Felicia, Silent One, and Tree Frog Nada are eliminated. We're down to 2. It's Crypto Gamer and Billy XBT. Last 2 remaining. Cannonball is going to take out Crypto Gamer. Congratulations. Billy XBT gets the victory. Game number 8 of the broadcast. I have to be careful with that name because it reminds me of a radio station I worked out of many years ago down in Tampa, WXTB 98 Rock. Now this is XBT. All right, so my notes are up to speed. Here's what midnight Eastern. Quick reset. This is NashvilleLou Live. Perfect time to bring up the slate as I got to copy this information over anyway here. So a quick reset. This is NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. I'm in a blast here as usual with Tides Tuesday. My 8th week of it. The novelty still hasn't worn off. I'm having so much fun with this. Coming up later this hour, we'll be giving away 2 Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 packs. Your chance to win's coming up. Got the information copied over. You see on that lineup there on that slate, the bottom left corner, Cartman Bra, 1 a.m. Eastern. So an hour from now, we'll be doing a raid over to Cartman. Till TBD, I don't know how long Cartman's going to go, but we'll have some fun with that. Cartman debuting on Tides Tuesday. A little more than an hour from now, or about an hour from now, depending. This past midnight Eastern, so maybe less than an hour from now. Let's bring the slate down. Let's get to it. Let's see, of course, the top 10 finishers here getting leaderboard points. So from Crawling Moon on up. Billy XBT with a win. Back open for the next Twitchy Tides game with exclamation point play in chat. The winner of this next game gets a Warsaken camo card, plus an item from the NashvilleLou collection. They'll give you a boost in the fun new game, Meta Battler. again, for people that missed it, off the start of the show, gave away 3 Faded Monsuda packs tonight. People that won a chance to be in that drawing by winning on my Twitchy Tides freeform live streams. I haven't done any auto games yet. I'm still watching what other players are doing, other streamers with those auto games, auto run games. It's interesting to me. Different incentives and other approaches. Of course, when I'm here live, something that you can't do those auto run games or get those top 10 finishes, get those leaderboard points. The way it is now. They may do something different for those in the future. Who knows? It seems like there's always something new and exciting and interesting going on with Twitchy Tides. They're not just going to sit back on their laurels. Pop Paragon has a winner there with this game. Kim, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Kim Bakama. Hello. Greetings and welcome. The NashvilleLou Live. This is Twitchy Tides. If you're not familiar with Twitchy Tides, it is a fun and easy game to play and to live stream on Twitch. It's great incentive for people that have never been involved with gaming on the Wax chain. It's incentive to get a Wax wallet. It's not that tough to get it set up. If you need information on that, I'm not really the person to tell you. I'm not the most technical. Just enough to be dangerous. We got 20 players in already for this next game. Exclamation mark play in chat. With twitchytides.io, they got information there about various options for Wax wallets. If you don't even want to bother with that, you just want to play for fun, it works the same. Exclamation point play, it'll just assign you a fish. You can be in there. You don't have to buy anything, set up a wallet, do any of that if you don't want to, which is part of the appeal to me with Twitchy Tides. So Twitchy Tides for me, going past midnight Eastern. I always appreciate the opportunity to be part of it. Twitchy Tides is an all-day thing. That raid from MJ Owns You earlier, greatly appreciated that. I'll be raiding over to Cartman Bra. That'll be coming up on top of the hour. Between now and then, we will be giving away 2 different Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 packs. So it's exclamation mark play. We got 22 players in for this next game. Double checking the inventory here real fast. Indeed, I've got 4 of these. These were given to me by Pop Paragon to give away here on stream. So this is the last week for these Series 3.1 packs. You can't even buy those anymore with the Tide store. They got the new stuff in there, the 4.0, 4. The new 4. There's not a point to it, I guess. Or it's not 3 point whatever. It's just 4. Anyway, but these are 3.1s we got here. So stuff that you can't buy anymore. Got 2 more of those packs we'll be giving away later in the hour. We've got 23 players in for this next game. The breaking news. It kind of plays off the whole TV news background. That phrase tests so well. There's a reason that I had consultants that would tell me, whenever possible, use breaking news banners and phrasing and everything, but use that term breaking news. Right? That's big. If I can't use that, then developing story. That was one that some of the consultants like. Different consultants will tell you different things. Some were, okay at their job, more fluff than anything. Some were very helpful. I learned so many things at an early age. People like Al Tompkins. Done a lot of great stuff over with Pointer. Anyway, we got nothing to tell you about the days of TV news of the past. I mean, a rundown of consultants of the years past, even better. People you've never heard of. Let me tell you all about them. All right, so 25 players in. Did I get in yet? No. I'm going to do that here. But those consultants were right when they would tell me about the pacing. Keep the pacing going. Keep it going. But the breaking news thing is just kind of a play on that. It's kind of a fun homage to that. All Right. I'll use the clownfish here. I had to switch up some of my Twitchy team. Playing enough of those, even the auto run games. It's nice with those aquarium royales because you can earn aqua that way, but it does use up energy for your fish. So when I've got a bunch of fish, so not a big deal to switch them out. And it does give you a chance to kind of see a different selection of fish. You can keep it fresh and interesting. We got 26 in for this next game. Let's run through the list of participants. If you want to get in, you can do so with !play, but chop chop. You're getting to this game here soon. And again, make sure that if you get in with !play, make sure that the game confirms that you're in. Because they're doing some anti-bot measures, which I applaud. Got 26 players. Got Zarveen, Jakey Joe, Lord Zuku, Pennybags Jr., Viper Czar, Random King, Crawling Moon, Panda Chan, Billy XBT, Man C, Silent One, SDMA123, Autumn's Toys, Plantality, Alice Johnson, Tree Frog Nada, Cartman Bra, Notorious Ninja, Kim Bakamba, the new follow. Thank you, Kim, for that follow. Bonnie T, Azile, Hussein Muhammad, Zach Bonifer, Dr. Doom, Funko Lover, me, NashvilleLou, Parrot314, and Kyung Wei's going to get 28. Hey, Soul Cat, yeah, it doesn't do the captcha for everybody, the check, not a captcha, but are you really a real person check, but it does it for some people. It's kind of just random about that. Oh, so you won the leaderboard last month. Nice. Yeah, for some reason it didn't let you in. Is that what happened there, Soul? I don't want anybody to get snubbed. I appreciate all y'all taking the time to watch and to play. Because without you, I wouldn't have anybody to stream to. There would be a point. But this game, Twitchy Tides had such strong support. Just think how it's going to be when we actually pick it as a game category. And that's one of those things you have to just be patient. I know Pop Paragon's been working on it, but there's some things where you got to work on their time and their schedule, and that can be frustrating. There's not much to be done from the outside, but just be patient. All right, so Soul the Cat is in. She's using the white with the yellow trim because I got the clownfish in there. That works. We got 29 players. Winner gets a War-Saken camo card, item from the NashvilleLou collection. Top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points. If I win, that first place prize goes to second. And it starts now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday, episode 8. Right away, Depth Charge takes out Funko Lover and Autumn's Toys, down to 27. We're less than an hour away from Cartman Bra. Meanwhile, it's Painful Aisha cutting through left to right. Lord Zuku and Hussein both eliminated, down to 25. Cannonball. That cannonball came flying through. Jakey, Tree Frog Nada, and Silent One eliminated. We're down to 22. Big Worm with a hook. Dr. Doom and Azile taken out. Down to 20. Depth Charge. Soul the Cat, Notorious Ninja are out. Down to 18. Pink Felicia. Going right to left, bottom half of the screen. Alice Johnson and Parrot both eliminated. Down to 16. Big Worm with that hook on the right side. Kyung Wei. Pennybags Jr. Tough break there on the spin move. Got caught on that hook. We're down to 14. More than half the field is out. That Lambo Cartman brought about to make it rain. Plantality using that boost to take out Debo the Shark. It's Tides Tuesday. And it's Painful Aisha, Random King, and me, NashvilleLou, eliminated. Down to a dozen. Debo the Shark going left to right. Bottom part of the screen. Turn back around, but Debo can still be dangerous. Sometimes they'll get stunned and then suddenly their killing ability comes back, but Debo exits stage left. Bonnie T with that flare command with the Neon Leon. Debo the Shark going down Broadway left to right. Chomping away at Panda Chan. Bonnie T down to 10. So the remaining 10 players all got leaderboard points coming out of this. That monthly competition, but who's going to be the winner? Here comes Debo again. Right to left. Kapow. Flantality of that boost. Solid thumping there to Debo. But Debo gets some revenge. Back up top, taking out SDB 123. Billy XBT as well. Tough bounce there in the corner. Down to 8. Big worm of the hook. Zach Bonifer and Cartman both eliminated. Doing a raid over to Cartman in less than an hour. Down to 6. Pink Felicia takes out Zarveen. And Viper Czar, so we're down to 4. Flantality, Crawling Moon. Man C. The newcomer Kim, last 4. Cannonball up top misses everybody. Pink Felicia, ground level, Flantality. Used the boost there, but got eliminated. Took Felicia out with him. Down to 3. Crawling Moon, Man C, and Kimba Kamba. Debo. It's Debo the Shark up top, going right to left. Kim slams into Debo, gets knocked out. We're down to 2. It's Man C and Crawling Moon, the last 2. Big worm with a hook. Left side of the screen. That's going to do it. The hook gets Man C, and Crawling Moon gets the victory. Game number 9 of the broadcast. Crawling Moon gets his second win here on this edition of Tides Tuesday. So congratulations, Crawling Moon. The slate up for a moment. Copy this information over. Double check, make sure everything there was good to go. All right, so Crawling Moon gets the victory. Top 10 finishers, you're getting leaderboard points. So SDB on up. Crawling Moon, the winner. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for playing. Thanks to everybody taking the time to watch and to play. Having a blast as usual here on Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou Live. All right, so I'm going to take my last break of the broadcast here. On the other side of this break, you'll want to stick around because the winner of this next Twitchy Tides game, which you can get into with exclamation mark play, winner of this next one will win a Twitchy Tides Series 3.1 pack. Got 2 of those to give away in this hour. First giveaway will be on the other side of this break in that next game of Twitchy Tides. 4 players in right now. You can join with exclamation mark play. Up to 6, 7, 8, 9. more, 10. Back in just a few minutes. Tides Tuesday. Running this thing up to 1 a.m. Eastern, top of the hour. And we'll go over with a raid to Cartman Bra. He'll be debuting tonight. Back in just a few minutes. It's Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday, Episode 8. NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, back from break, NashvilleLou Live. This is Twitchy Tides Tuesday. Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern next week. I'll be back with you here. These are so much fun. Sure, I clicked the right source here as far as what I bring down with this overlay. We've got 24 players in for this next game. If you're not in yet, you want to do so now. Exclamation point play in chat. Make sure that it shows you on screen there before presume that you're in, because there are some anti-bot measures in place that I think will be a big positive. Or it'll give you a certain word to confirm your entry. Got 25 players. I'll join as well with exclamation point play. I'll go back to the Las Vegas ape and the vape ape. We got 27 players in Fonny T as well. So let's go through this list of participants. Remember, the winner of this game wins a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Along with this, we'll have another pack as well to give away. That'll probably be the last game of the broadcast. We get close to midnight Eastern, or we're past midnight Eastern, pal. Looking at my clock here says 11:24 because that's Nashville time, but it's midnight Nashville time, 1 a.m. Eastern. That's the important part. That's when we'll do the raid over to Cartman Bra. So let's talk about 29 in here. So let's talk about this list of participants. Got Hussein Muhammad, Jungle Banana, Viper Czar, Notorious Ninja, Cesaro NLV, Jakey Joe, Lord Zuku, Cartman Bra. We raid over to Cartman here before too long. Autumn's Toys, Free Frog Nada, Random King, Lantality, Dr. Doom, Mancy, Silent One, Billy XBT, Pennybags Jr., Asteroid Eater, Alice Johnson, Kim Bakamba, Azile, Young Wei, Zach Bonifer, Zarveen, Crawling Moon, Bonnie T, me, NashvilleLou, the Vape Ape, SDB123, Pop and Stock, Hagwinch. That gets us to 30. Top 10 finishers, you'll be getting leaderboard points for that monthly competition. See Fonny T there with that Neon Leon. Those were given out for being a top 25 finisher for October. There's some nice prizes to be had if you can finish high enough. There's incentive. That's in part why there's so much demand. It's also a fun game to play. It's a fun game to stream. If I happen to win, prize goes to second place. But otherwise, the winner gets that Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Of course, top 10 finishers, you're getting the leaderboard points. 30 players. I'm pausing for dramatic effect here. I gotta make sure I check one other thing. Didn't designate that other thing on my list. All right, so the technical stuff's out of the way. 30 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. And this next game starts now. Good luck. The pack is on the line. Right away. Pop and Stock and Kim Bakamba taken out by Debo the Shark. It's Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou Live. Cannonball. That Cannonball takes out Azile, Crawling Moon, and Asteroid Eater. Big Worm with a Hook, Hagwinch, and Dr. D. Both eliminated. Debo. There goes Jakey. There goes Fonny T. We're down to 21. And then Vape Ape in there. Let's see if I can use the banana command. I waited too long. Sometimes right when I'm going to do is my fish gets killed. Oh, instead I'll fly over there towards where the... Look at this pink felice over there. Autumn's Toys and Viper Czar are out, down to 19. Big Worm with a Hook, and there goes Lord Zuku. That Flow, that Series 4 rare fish, eliminated, down to 18. Again, it's Big Worm with a Hook. Tree Frog Nada and Cesaro NLV, both eliminated, and we're down to 16. Pink Felicia. There goes my Vape Ape. Cartman Braw's out as well. Down to 14. More than half the field is out. Pink Felicia. One left to right. Notorious Ninja. Zarveen eliminated. We're down to a dozen. And it's Debo up top, working right to left, taking out Billy. And Silent One. We're down to 10. So the remaining fish, y'all got top 10 finishes. So you're going to get some leaderboard points. But who's going to be the winner? Pack is on the line. It's Debo. Debo the Shark. Chomps away, taking out Zach Bonifer and Pennybags Jr. We're down to 8. Cannonball, Mancy, Alice Johnson, both eliminated. Down to 6. And it's Pink Felicia. There goes SDB123. There goes Kyung Wei. We're down to 4. It's Flantality, Random King, Jungle Banano, and Hussein Muhammad, the last 4. Depth Charge. See it there, that ominous blinking red. There goes Random King. We're down to 3. Jungle Banano, Flantality, and Hussein Muhammad. Think that Jaws command. Cannonball. There goes Flantality. So Flantality is out. We're down to 2. Jungle Banano. Hussein Muhammad, last 2. There's Big Worm of the Hook. That's going to take out Jungle Banano. So congratulations. Hussein Muhammad gets the victory. Wins that Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack. Congratulations. That's Hussein's first win of the broadcast, and an opportune time for a win there. Keep in mind, we've got another Series 3.1 pack to give away later in the hour. Your chance to win still coming up. We'll bring the slate up for a moment while I copy over the information. Hey, you're welcome, Hussein. Thank you for watching. Take the time to play. Everybody, I appreciate it. And the more people that play and watch and have fun, the better. I mean, word is spreading about this game. I think the results speak for themselves. But as more and more, the demand's going to be there. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see this game continue to grow. More and more new people get on board. All right, so my notes are correct there. Make sure it was okay. Hartman Brock coming up in a half hour. We'll be doing a raid over there as Tides Tuesday continues. Had a lot of fun the last couple of weeks. No time limit. One fall to a finish. Went 7 hours, and I think 5 hours the next time. But realistically, better to have multiple people, a lot of different streamers. Having an end time helps as well from a planning standpoint, from resources, etc. packs. So Hussein got the win there. Of course, the top 10 finishers. Zach Bonifer on up. You're getting leaderboard points. And those add up. TwitchyTides.io. Website's got information as far as the latest of those leaderboards. Exclamation point play. It's back open again for our next game of the broadcast, game number 11. Winner of this next game gets a Warsaken camo card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Type exclamation mark play in chat. Even if you don't have a wax wallet, even if you just showed up here by chance and you have no idea what's going on, it'll give you a fish to play for fun if you want to with exclamation mark play in chat. Of course, if you've got a wax wallet, and it's not that tough to set it up, you can designate different fish. Have your Twitchy team. You're talking about 5 different fish. You can choose with numbers 1 through 5. I think it's similar to something Marbles has. I don't really do much at all with Marbles. I had to download that entire game just to pick out the purple card that I won from watching or having the streams on from other streamers on Twitch. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I had to download this entire, I couldn't go through the web interface. I had to download the game, but okay, it's your game, I'll do it your way. So I downloaded the entire game, I picked the purple car, and then I undownloaded it. Okay, fine. So now if I happen to show up, and again, that stuff makes me motion sick. I can't watch it. I'll listen. Try to support other streamers as much as possible. So many games, and it's not just marbles. Call of Duty or Fortnite. These are games that are some of the most popular games in the world. Okay, so I understand the problem is me. It's not, I mean, plenty of people enjoy it and love it. But it's just, I can't. So I'm grateful for the games that don't make me motion sick that I can play here. Especially those that don't like require a lot of button mashing. That sort of thing. Carpal tunnel's no joke, I gotta tell you. Years and years of typing. So it goes as a writer and a gamer and a live streamer here. We got 24 people in for this next game. Exclamation mark play. Last call for it. I'll get in as well with... I'll go with the... Soul's got the Soul the Catfish in there. I'll go with the Clownfish. So I've got the number 3 spot. I had to switch out the Oga Beaver that I had in there because it was low on energy. And the energy automatically refills every 3 days when it comes to those Aquarium Royale games. For energy has no bearing here for just the regular Twitchy Tides, for what it's worth. But I think it's been particularly notable with the auto runs because those don't really help you with those top 10 finishes like you get here for the live games. That's the stuff I was testing it with Freeform. Okay, well, I don't necessarily have the incentives that some other people do. I'm waiting for the all-new Scurvy bot. This in-between time, I'm letting everybody get figured out because I know there's issues that have come up, and I'm just waiting. Which is good. I'm not going to rush into everything. There's plenty of opportunities for people that want to stream, that have never streamed before. You can make this game your own. Think about all the different languages out there. I think English is definitely well represented, but the more people that can stream this game, if you speak multiple languages and you can stream this and speak a different language and help people understand it and learn it, you'd be doing a service to the community. So I definitely would encourage that. I'm the stereotypical American. I know one language, at best, English, and a little bit of French, but some people, fortunately, are much more well-versed when it comes to that. And it's not for lack of effort. It's tough. All right, 27 players in. So let's go through this list of participants. We'll get this next game started. We've got Funko Lover, Hussein Mohammed, Zarveen, Random King, Dr. Doom, Notorious Ninja, Billy XBT, Silent One, Soul the Cat, Man C, Plantality, Jakey Joe, Ashik Shan, Alice Johnson, Carbon Bra, Zach Bonifer, Parrot, Naznara, Kim Bakamba, Asteroid Eater, Autumn's Toys, Pennybags Jr., Free Frog Nada, Viper Czar, Peter Force, 4JS, Azile, and me, NashvilleLou, at the Clownfish. 28 players. Top 10 finishers, they'll be getting leaderboard points. That monthly competition. Winner gets a Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. If I win, prize goes to second place. Game number 11 of the broadcast, Crawling Moon. Getting him with a ghost at the last minute. Giving us 29. If I win, prize goes to second place. This game starts now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou Live. Big Worm with a hook. Takes out Peter Force and DeBoer JS. Early on, we're down to 27. Game number 11 of the broadcast. Remember, prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of this broadcast. And they'll come from my fulfillments wallet as that haunt command gets used there. Crawling Moon. Got some ghosts and ghouls out there. Meanwhile, you got Big Worm with a hook. Naznara, Hussein are out. We're down to 21. Cannonball, Soul the Cat, Zarveen, and Silent One eliminated. Down to 18. The hook. Alice Johnson is out. We're down to 17. Cannonball. Jakey Joe and Funko Lover out. I wonder what the command is for clownfish. Was it exclamation ability? Is that telling me? Oh, so it's exclamation bomb. Okay, that's right, the funny bomb. No laughing matter. Debo the Shark. Got a kapow right there, Batman style. Dr. Doom is out. The hook. Down to 10. Man C eliminated. That pink Felicia. So the remaining 10 fish get a top 10 finish and thus some leaderboard points. I'm out. Depth charge. We're down to 8. Asteroid Eater as well. Taken out. Of course, the better the finish, the more leaderboard points you get. That Cannonball takes out Billy, Zach Bonifer, Random King. We're down to 5. It's Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou live. Debo the Shark. Debo chomping away, gets Parrot. And we're down to 4. It's the last 4. Kim Bakamba, Pennybags Jr., Viper Czar, Autumn's Toys, the last 4. It's Debo the Shark. Debo gets Pennybags and gets Kim, and we're down to 2. It's Autumn's Toys and Viper Czar, the last 2. Freeze by Viper Czar. Cannonball takes out Autumn's Toys. That's going to do it. So congratulations. Viper Czar gets the victory here in game number 11 of the broadcast. Slate up for a moment as I copy this information over. You can see on that streamer lineup, Cartman Bra debuting here on Tides Tuesday. It's coming up about 20 minutes from now. Looking forward to seeing what that's going to entail. Should be a lot of fun with Cartman Bra coming up top of the hour. Tides Tuesday, it's an all-day event. It's a game that people around the world love. The whole concept of yesterday, today, tomorrow, all depends on where you are. Looking top 10, including me, lucky me, I can list a few, a little bit of a boost. As far as those leaderboard points go, but as Viper Czar getting the win. Back open for our next Twitchy Tides game, exclamation point play. Be game number 12 of the broadcast. Winner of this will get a Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. I started the NashvilleLou collection nearly 4 years ago. Time flies. But I don't think any game has been more helpful or is bridging the divide between Wax Gaming and Twitch live streaming than Twitchy Tides. It has brought people together with this. People see how fun it is. It got details on the Twitchy Tides website. If anybody's wanting to figure out how to set up a wallet, it's not that difficult. They've got some information on there about that on twitchytides.io. But even if you don't have that, even if you don't want it, if you just want to play, you can do so, which I think is a huge positive. Removes that barrier to entry. People give it a try. Say, okay, just playing for fun, see how my fish will do. And for some people, that's all this game needs to be. But if you want the chance to pick which fish you've got, get a chance to actually own those fish, it's so much fun. We got 15 people in this next game. Top 10 finish means leaderboard points. Winner gets a Warsaken camo card, item from the NashvilleLou collection. Definitely make sure that it asks you to verify your entry, that you do so. Most players will get accustomed to that, which is a good thing. It keeps the people breaking the rules from being able to do so, at least as easily. I know that's a cat and mouse game. I'm glad I'm not the one that has to enforce that or keep an eye on it. But, Pop Paragon's pretty savvy. Slick's done a great job programming the game. There are a lot of people that have provided ideas, artwork, etc. I mean, it's visually compelling. It's fun. It's easy. You can mix it with practically any game. Funny, if you look in The Sims 3, you're on Twitch. And hello to everybody watching on Kick. I haven't forgotten about you. But it's just, this is a Twitch exclusive as far as being able to play Twitchy Tides. But I do stream as well to my Kick channel. So I invite everybody. If you have Kick, please follow me there. But here on Twitch, we got 24 people in for this next game. I'll go ahead and get in as well with !play. All right, so we'll go through this rundown, then we'll get this next game started. Got Notorious Ninja, Tree Frog Nada, Zarvine, Peter Force, Billy XBT, Parrot, Carmen Bra, Viper Czar, Kimba Kamba, Jakey Joe, Plantality, Hussein Muhammad, Random King, Zach Bonifer, Alice Johnson, Loire, Dr. Doom, Pennybags Jr., Autumn's Toys, Man C, Funko Lover, Dvorak, Azile, Asteroid Eater, Crawling Moon, and me, NashvilleLou, with that Soul the Catfish. That's 26 players. Winner gets the Warsaken camo card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. If I win, prize goes to second place. There's top 10 finishers. You're getting leaderboard points. SDME is in. They give us 27. 27 players. If I win, prize goes to second place. This next game begins now. Good luck. Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday. NashvilleLou Live. Pink Felicia was supposed to show up, but some of these powerful commands must have run her off. Or taking anybody out. Or even necessarily even appearing on screen. If she showed up, I missed her. It's a cameo at best. But the enemies do have a way of returning, so keep that in mind. Pink Felicia takes out SDB123 and Azile. Down to 25. Big Worm of the Hook. Zach Bonifer and Cartman both eliminated. We're down to 23. That burn command there from Funko Lover with that scuba woofy. The fire underwater. Let's see if I can get the glitter command to work or waited too long. There we go. And spreading some holiday cheer. And right away, run into that cannonball. Taken out along with Peter Force and Jakey Joe. So we're down to 19. Big Worm of the Hook. Dvorak and Viper are eliminated. We're down to 17. Depth Charge. I took out Billy and Random King. We're down to 15. And it's Debo the Shark. Chomping away at Pennybags Jr. and Flantality. Down to 13. More than half the field is out. Depth Charge. There goes Asteroid Eater. Down to a dozen. Another Depth Charge. Burn command. In from Funko Lover. Only for Funko Lover to hit with a Depth Charge out of nowhere. Tough break. Down to 11. It's Debo the Shark. Zarvine's out. Tree Frog Nauta finishes top 10, but is out as well. We're down to 9. So the remaining fish got a top 10 finish. We'll be getting some leaderboard points. But who will be the winner? Depth Charge, Autumn's Toys, and Man C both eliminated. We're down to 7. Depth Charge takes out Crawling Moon, down to 6. Parrot with a Misfit command. Cannonball. Sent back the other way. No damage done. This is Twitchy Tides. Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou Live. Cannonball takes out Hussein Muhammad. We're down to 5. We're giving away another Twitchy Tides pack coming up later in the hour. There's not much time left in the hour. Depth Charge takes out Alice Johnson. We're down to 4. It's Luar, Notorious Ninja, Kim Bakamba, and Parrots. Luar runs into a Depth Charge. We're down to 3. Cannonball and Kim is out, so we're down to 2. Parrot and Notorious Ninja, the last 2. Depth Charge. There goes Parrot, and that's going to do it. Congratulations. Notorious Ninja gets the victory here in game number 12 of the broadcast. Slate up for a moment as I copy this information over to the big list. See that streamer lineup, Cartman Bra, 1 a.m. Eastern. So about 10 minutes from now. Top 10 finishers in that last game, of course, getting the leaderboard points. And Notorious Ninja gets the victory. All right, open for the last one for me for the broadcast. We're not done with Tides Tuesday, though. We'll be doing a raid over to Cartman Bra. Less than 10 minutes. So it's exclamation point play in chat. The winner of this next game. We'll get the last one that I have left to give away of the Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 packs. And again, many thanks to Pop Paragon for giving me those packs to give away here on stream. See what we can come up with for next week, as far as that goes. Already have 15 players in for this next Twitchy, make it 17 for this next, and it'll be for me, the last one of the broadcast. We'll have this game coming up here for too long, and then play the game, have the winner. Then we'll do a raid over to Cartman Bra. Cartman about to debut here on Tides Tuesday. An all-day thing. Had a blast with it. We're being a 3-hour time span here. This is just, as usual, it flies by. It doesn't feel difficult to me at all because I don't feel the burden of having to make this entertaining. The game itself is entertaining. I just tell you what's going on. Whereas with The Sims 3, if I'm playing a baseball game or I'm playing a wrestling game, whatever, there's more of that burden. Like, well, is this really entertaining? This I know is. I go back and watch all my broadcasts afterward, at least as much as possible. I definitely encourage anybody, if you want to get better, well, okay, what's a secret? You've been in this game for 29 years, not broadcasting, not Twitchy Tides. It's not that old. But what are the secrets? Okay, prep work's important. We're doing like a live sports broadcast. Prep work's important as well for live streaming, but in particular, you can learn from what you've done. I always find things, even now, I'll think, oh, I could have done this differently. This would have been better. This would have been a smoother transition, etc. I should have slowed down when I was talking here. I should have done that, whatever. But you learn from it and you improve and you adjust. And particularly with a new game like Twitchy Tides, all these new opportunities here, just, okay, adjusting some things with the settings. I thought it was maybe a little too slow with it being just a kill of 1 per opponent. as opposed to 2. And 3 with a cannonball. I think that's a pretty good pace. We'll see. I'll watch this back later. We'll see how that looks, but I think that's going to be a good one. We got 25 players in. I will make one change, I guess, with it always defaults back to pink Felicia. You have to make or change colors. So we'll go with green Felicia, but everything else is the same. Make sure that I get in here. Exclamation mark play. Got it too close to top of the hour. I'll go with the Vape Ape from Las Vegas Ape. That gets us to 26. So the winner of this next game, this one right here, wins a Twitchy Tide Series 3.1 pack and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. So we've got Man C, Panda Chan, Hussein Muhammad, Notorious Ninja, Soul the Cat, SDME123, Cartman Bra, Jakey Joe, Kim Bakamba, Parents, Autumn's Toys, Poppin' Stock, Random King, Pennybags Jr., Alice Johnson, Viper Czar, Zach Bonifer, Free Frog Nada, Zarveen, DeBoer JS, Sorrow NLV, Fonny T, Plantality, Master A's, Funko Lover, Winterfell, B. NashvilleLou with the Vape Ape, Billy XBT, Azile, Crawling Moon. That's 30. 30 players. Winner gets that last one that I have to give away of the Series 3.1 packs from Twitchy Tides. And an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Top 10 finishers. You're getting leaderboard points. We're 5 minutes to top of the hour. Let's get to it. Good luck. Buy win prize goes to second place. Here we go. It's Twitchy Tides Tuesday. And it's Green Felicia. Green Felicia. Earlier thrown around, but damage done. Taking out Random King and DeBoer JS. Funko Lover with that alligator right there. Got so many different types of fish, and you got me with that Vape Ape, the ape with a banana. Speaking of bananas, let's see if I can throw one. Or saw a banana randomly sitting around. Doesn't crack the tank. Ruin the deal for everybody. That just disappeared. It's Twitchy Tides. Winner of this gets a 3.1 pack. On the lookout for Green Felicia, but well, here comes Debo. It's Debo the Shark. Alice Johnson's out. Jakey's out. That's the max for Debo, but he's sent back the other way nonetheless. Down to 26. It's Tides Tuesday, NashvilleLou Live with Twitchy Tides. The winner of this gets a Twitchy Tides 3.1 pack. Cannonball. Got Parrot out. Cesaro NLV out. Down to 23. Depth Charge. Here goes Pennybags Jr. and Funko Lover. Down to 21. Did I throw another banana? There. Hey, free banana. All these different commands. Depth Charge. Kim Bakamba, Tree Frog Nada, Winterfell, all out. We're down to 17. Big Worm with a Hook takes out Poppin' Stock. Catches Master A's on the way out. Half the field is out. We're down to 15. I forget how long the cooldown is for the banana. There's the Cannonball. So Billy XBT, Azile, also Notorious Ninja, out. Down to a dozen. I'll throw another banana. It's Big Worm with a Hook. Azile's out. Flantality's out. We're down to 11. My banana's on cooldown now. Take it easy with the banana, pal. Don't overdo the gimmick. Anything I can't make sound exciting? I don't know. Cannonball takes out Panda Chan. Autumn's Toys as well, though Autumn's Toys does get a top 10 finish out of it. That's the case for the remaining fish. Cannonball, there goes Zach Bonifer, Man C, SDB123. Path of the banana. Banana! Down to 6. All jokes aside, there's a pack on the line here. Remember that. And cloud around a bit, because if I win, the prize goes to second place. Big worm with a hook. The leftmost part of the screen. Upper part. Crawling Moon eliminated by Big Worm. We're down to 5. Close in on 1 a.m. Eastern, getting ready to raid over the Cartman Broad. Keep this Tides Tuesday going, but we got a pack on the line here. Depth charge. Cartman Broad's going to make it rain with that Lambo. Love it. Zarvine and Viper Czar taken out by that depth charge. We're down to 3. Bonnie T, Cartman Bra, and me, NashvilleLou. Cannonball, I'm out. Cartman's out, and that's going to do it. So congratulations, Bonnie T gets the victory, wins the pack. Congrats to Bonnie T on the win. That's the last of those Series 3.1 packs. So between Parrot, Lord Zuku, Hussein Muhammad, and now Fani T, 4 different winners of those packs. Also, those Faded Monsuda pack, the drawing we had to start the show. Chef 0079, Nadu 6, Silent One, all one Faded pack. So, a lot of winners here tonight. Good times with that. I'm hoping to do some Twitchy Tides freeform between now and next Tuesday with Tides Tuesday. And if so, maybe something similar as far as those Faded Monsuda packs go. To be determined. 'Cause I have more to give away that Sensei Bullrog was generous enough to give to me to give away here on stream. I've been holding those for just a little bit of time. Want to make sure the time is right. There it is now. Let me see. Peeking in over here. Those we at 1 a.m. Eastern. This is NashvilleLou Live. Twitchy Tides, Tides Tuesday. Cartman Bras Live. All right. We need to copy the link here. Make sure. Last thing I want to do is botch that after all this. We want to make sure. Give a strong welcome, the debut for Cartman Bra here. First time with Tides Tuesday. Prizes to be sent out here shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast. That's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.